Hey guys, Chad here. I just wanted to, real quick in the next couple of minutes, show you exactly how you can create your very own custom background image for your Buzzwah page. Uh, you can see right now what you're looking at is my Buzzwah profile. Essentially, I'm on the home page, and I have the orange-looking street sign over there to the left. And this is what I created for my personal background, and it shows off some of the things that I do, and then has my name on there. It's pretty basic. And I want to show you guys exactly how you need to lay it out. Now, this tutorial is not going to go into exactly how to design things or anything, or how to use graphic programs or anything like that. I'm just simply giving you the dimensions that you need to create your background image. So without further ado, I'm going to jump over to Photoshop. You can use whichever editing software you have on your local machine, but I'll be using Photoshop for this demonstration here. Go ahead and create a new file. And the dimensions that I'm actually going to use for my background image is going to be 2048 pixels by 1000, oops, not 15,000, 1707. Just the best size that I found to use for Buzzwah backgrounds, so go with that. 2048 by 1707. And I'm going to go ahead real quick here and just put in a background color so we get rid of this transparency. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag on a series of guidelines. And the reason that I'm going to do this is to ensure that what we design ultimately in the end for your Buzzwah custom backgrounds, that it actually fits on the screen and doesn't get covered up by the content of the Buzzwah page. So what I'm going to do here now is drag out a guideline, and we want it to be 35 pixels from the top, and we want this guideline here coming from the left to be out at 20 pixels. We're going to drag out another guideline, and this guideline is going to be at 200 pixels from the left. And lastly, we're going to drag a guideline from the top, and we're going to come down to 587 pixels from the top. And if I zoom out, oh, looks like that one didn't hold. Let's go ahead and drag that one down again. Okay. And so basically what I've done here is I've created us a design safe area that's represented in this rectangle right here. If you look here, basically what I did is I went 35 pixels from the top. That's to the top of the Buzzwah logo. So extend this line over, imaginary line here, that would be at the very top of the Buzzwah logo. And then I extended this line over 20 pixels from the left. That gives us this little bit of padding in here. Now this particular design I actually went down to 11 pixels of padding. My suggestion is don't go any less than 10. You want to give yourself a nice padding on the side here. And then this one we drug over to 200 pixels. And the reason that I did that was that's how far over here that you can come. And still give yourself some padding. Anything on this side of your design, if it extends beyond 200 pixels, it'll get clipped off by this area over here on the content. The background image stays static on the page when you scroll, and it is just that, it's in the background. So all of this is sitting on top of this particular image. So just make sure that your guideline comes over to 200 pixels, no further. And lastly, this guideline I drug down to 587 pixels down here. That represents the distance from the top of the browser to the bottom of the design. Now you can see on my particular screen I have all this extra space here that I technically could put something in, But the reason I haven't is because on older screens, older monitors, the screen resolution is set much lower, and if you were looking at this on an older computer, it would actually go about right here. And just ignore that. It would go right about here, and you wouldn't even see what's down here because you can't view that because you can't scroll down there. So with that being said, that's how you actually need to lay out your guidelines. Now, like I said, this isn't going to be focused on creating an actual design in this tutorial. But let me show you what I actually did create and put in this area here. If we clip over this file, you can see I put a photo of myself, I put my name, my Twitter ID, and a web address in here. And you can see how there's enough space, nothing is overlapping these guidelines at all, and everything is lined up. This area here is fine, there's nothing overlapping. That's all there is to it. You just need to make sure that nothing extends out from these guidelines. And what I'll do is I will, if you go to my blog, iamchad.com, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put a blog post up there about the dimensions. So if you didn't happen to write them down while watching this video, but that's all there is to it. And what you do after you create your design basically is go back to your Buzzwah page. You're going to come up here to the wrench, and you're going to go to design. And this is where you'll actually upload the design that you just created. I'm going to say choose file, and I'm going to come back to my desktop real quick and go into that folder. Let's see, where's it hiding at? Twitter backgrounds, and I called it Buzzback. And I'm going to go ahead and upload that. Okay, and it says it uploaded successfully. What you need to do now is, because you probably had the default one which had clouds up here before, and it's no longer there, and you're like, oh, where'd my design go? I can't see it, it's not showing up over here. Reason being is that it defaults the background to a tile when you upload it. So simply uncheck tile background or tile wallpaper and go ahead and hit submit. Now, there you go. If yours doesn't show up when you hit submit, you might have to refresh your web browser page to get it to show up. But other than that, that's all there is to it, to creating your very own custom Buzzwah background image. I look forward to seeing everybody on Buzzwah, and if you have any questions or if I can be of any assistance, please go ahead and send me a buzz and I'll connect with you. And have a great day. Thanks for watching my tutorial.